about the Wagner. It is a multi-purpose power steamer. We're just showing you, if you have patio sliding glass windows, any type of windows for that matter, even in the most difficult areas in the grout, if you get the mold in your shower head where you have the hard water, calcium buildup, in between those little cracks in the shower, stove top, for the stoves, for your clothes, wallpaper remover. We can go on and on and on, but guess what? You get everything. You get every attachment that stores inside the Wagner. We're offering, and this is what I really want to be serious about, this is we took $60 off. Anywhere else, it's $159. Today, for birthday celebration, it's $99. Free shipping, okay? On top of that, 5 flex payments. We brought in just over 9,000, okay? I have about 3,600 available. So yeah, we're definitely more than half the quantity. Lou Caputo, let's do some cleaning, my friend, because this is a power house. You're going to see it. I've never seen steam like this before.
This is easily the best steamer I've ever sold here at HSN.
Okay, and how many years?
37.
37 years.
And I keep telling people that there was, years ago, there was an Italian-made...
I remember that. It was a fortune.
Steamer, and it was $1,000 that I used to sell. And the one thing they had both have in common is they both had a stainless steel boiler, okay? And that makes all the difference in the world because it gives you the pressure that really lets that steam work. If you look at everything that you get here, you're getting 18 different accessories with this, and literally you can clean everything from the floor to ceiling, everywhere in between, indoors, outdoors, it doesesn't matter, okay? There is nothing here that you're gonna want or need.
And what blew my mind was like the footprint of this. When you see the
it's very
power,
small.
It's not like you have this big, huge machine that you're, you know, lugging all over.
Storage right here, 8-foot hose, has everything you want. Come on over here, let's clean.
Let's show the power.
As you said, let's do a little cleaning. So I'm gonna come over here. First thing I always do, guys, and you're gonna be like, why do you have to do that? I'm gonna empty the water out of the hose, because remember, it's an 8-foot hose that's on here, and when steam cools down, it turns back into water. There's no way around that. So once it's out of the steamer, once it's out of the boiler and sitting in that hose, if you don't use it, it's gonna cool down. So that's plenty good right there. Now, take a look at the window in front of me here. This could be a sliding glass door. This could be your shower stall. This could be calcium. It could be lime to scale. It could be soap scum, okay? I'm gonna use the included attachment for doing windows. And you can see a lot of steam comes out of it.
Look at that. That's what blew me away. Look at that.
It has a squeegee on the front of it here. So when I go to the window with this, watch what happens. That steam just blasts everything off of there, but that squeegee takes all the moisture and just pulls it right to the bottom. So I hate cleaning, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't mind doing it when I'm using the Wagner because it just makes it so simple. And think about this. If I were in a shower stall cleaning the glass on the inside, right, getting that soap scum, the calcium off, and this were a chemical, I was using a chemical, I'd be choking.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
It's a tiny, tiny little space. Now I'm just gonna kind of go up and down a few times and just get, use that squeegee. And look at the beautiful job that this does. I mean, it's very fast, it's very easy, it's already dry thanks to the squeegee on the end.
And no detergent whatsoever.
No detergent
whatsoever. That
is
what blows my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, we have sold...
You get a lot of steam out of here.
You know, you just said 37 years. We have sold a lot of steamers at HSN.
A lot of steamers in that time.
For Lou to say it's an all-time favorite, I've never seen power like that, especially one that's so multi-purpose, right?
And here's the thing, when you're talking about power, it's the boiler. That's what makes the big difference. Because a lot of steamers, especially handheld steamers, they have what's known as a heat exchanger. There you go. So we've already emptied the water out of that. You have what's known as a heat exchanger, okay? The thing about a heat exchanger is...
It's like a dragon.
Yeah. A heat exchanger heats up the water, but it doesn't put it under pressure. This, my friends, is what you want. You want that pressure that you're going to get from the Wagner. I mean, this thing is just... really powerful. Most powerful I've ever done. Let's talk about cleaning the kitchen, okay? Now, the thing about steam is anything that it touches that's organic is going to die. Okay, so if there's something living on a surface, it's going to kill it, any germs, anything like that, all right? The other thing about steam is it's going to sanitize, but also disinfect it. Get rid of the odors. I can't think of the word.
Neutralize.
No, it'll come to me in a second. But anyway, so I'm gonna get in here, and when I'm using the steam on this, what it's doing is the heat from the steam is actually emulsifying any oils, any grease, anything that might be on here, any fats. And then the other thing it's doing is the water softening the dirt, and then at the same time, the pressure from the steam actually loosens it and blasts it right off of there, right? So look at the job that that did. And again, this is a surface we're going to cook on. No chemicals are used to do this. And look at the beautiful job it did there. It's perfectly clean. Deodorizes is the word I was trying to say.
Deodorizes. Okay, got it. But we would normally be throwing some type of really powerful chemical on there to try to get it clean.
No, you would.
Especially inside.
Actually, it's funny. My wife Kelly's shopping for a new oven right now, and she was telling me how about the self-cleaning feature where it heats it up to like 750 degrees in the oven, and we never use it because first of all, it scares me when I'm cleaning the inside of the oven, and I prefer to use steam. I don't want chemicals where I'm cooking. You know what I mean? I don't want that smell in my kitchen. You know, and I'm talking about like the different foams and things that you can put inside the oven. I can't stand those. Look at that. But look at the beautiful job this did just using tap water. I mean, and I'll go underneath here. Look at this. See the difference right there? You can see. You can see it, you can't see it. You can see it, you can't see it. I mean, that's the beauty of this right here, how clean that is.
It's unreal.
In seconds.
And no scrubbing, no running and, trying to ventilate the entire house because the smell is so horrible because the chemical is so, it's hard because it's a big mess. Okay.
No, it is.
They just told me 2/3 of the quantity now that you brought in have been selected. Most powerful we've done over, what now, 5,700.
Yeah, unconventional things. Like you wouldn't do pots and pans, you think, right? But look at all the intricate work on the name in there. And I don't like to use chemicals, and I especially don't want to scour a soft metal. But if I get in there with that steamer and I just blast the bottom of this thing, wait till you see the job that this just did. Look at that. I mean, that's one pass that I just did, and look at the difference. And look at the lettering. I mean, it went down into the letters and blasted everything out of it. And you can see that is burnt on what's on the bottom. Absolutely no problem.
That's a nightmare.
Speaking of deodorizing, now that I remembered the word, your drains. If your drain smells, your garbage disposal, we all know that over time, it can start to develop a little funk, right? All right, take your Wagner, put it down the drain. The minute I pull that trigger, it's not only sanitizing the drain, it's also deodorizing it. And on top of that, it's if there's any fats, any grease, anything down the drain, it's going to melt those as well. You just have to do it for a couple of seconds. But now we got rid of that smell.
Because it's deodorizing naturally. I want to just go through this offer one more time, Lou, because we are well over half the quantity that we originally brought in. The amazing thing is, this is the footprint that gives all of that power. And we're going to show you how, in just a minute, all the attachments, that now it's going to be able to become, your floor cleaner. Again, we even have attachments that is your clothes steamer. You have attachments in every one of the sizes here to get in those really difficult, smaller places where you have the mildew and the buildup and the grout and all of that. It is all included, and most of the attachments, or just about all of them, actually fit right inside of here, so right inside of the lid. We are $60 off. This is a birthday special. Anywhere else, you're looking at $160. And I'm not sure about the 5 flex payments on this one, but they do go away. Okay, so tonight at midnight, it'll still be available. It'll still be birthday price, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to be 5 monthly flex payments. So for household, everything, and let's continue to show you all the wonderful things that you can use this on, but now you're detergent free.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, that's huge. Yeah. And the best glass cleaner in the world, people say that is the power of steam. But you have to have the proper temperature.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, and the pressure.
Yeah, and the pressure.
The other thing's the pressure. Well, let me give you an example, okay? So you look at this cutting board, and you might think, we cut chicken on this last night, we used soap and water, and it looks clean, right? If I put a black light on this, though, it's going to show you that there is something left on here. Even though to your eye, looks perfectly clean, under the black light, look at the difference there. You can see clearly there's stuff left, remnants on here. Organic material is what that is, okay? Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my steamer. I'm going to hold it over the sink here. And I'm just going to give it a nice little black. Now, right away, you can see there was something on there, all right? And that's coming off. Even though your eyes couldn't see it, the steamer knows. And it gets in there, and it's just doing what it's supposed to do. It's sanitizing. It's deodorizing. It's getting rid of that material that was left behind by soap and water, because you can't trust that. Here we go. Give that a couple good wipes, just like this. Make sure all the moisture's off of it. There we go. And then let's check the black light. So on the top, you can see there's that schmutz. At the bottom, there's a couple little crevices, little cuts on there, but beyond that, it got rid of the majority of that was on there. Normally I might spend a little more time on it. I did it quickly for TV, but look at that.
Or cutting boards, anything.
The difference is amazing. Yeah. This cutting board is clean now. So
it is completely clean.
I'd be confident cutting on that again.
Yes, and that's going back because of the steam, right, Lou, we were saying, cuts down on bacteria, all of that, deodorizes. We're never going to forget that word again.
Never going to forget that word.
Naturally deodorizes. And everything that Lou is doing, like, again, again, the attachments that he's using here comes with this unit. A lot of times, Wagner, as being one of the #1 names in power, you know, in power steamers, you have to buy all the attachments separately.
Yeah, we give you everything. Like, for instance,
everything. You're
getting this with it, okay? So usually you buy a handheld steamer and then a separate floor steamer. You get everything with this. You're getting the brush that's on the end of this here. You see it's got bristles, so it's great for grout. You're getting the microfiber cloth that wraps around this so you can use this on hard surfaces. You're getting the extension poles that you see right here. All of this is coming with it as well. So it turns this into one of the best floor steamers I've ever used. So watch this on luxury plank vinyl, okay? I can tell you right now, this floor is super, super sticky. See how this like doesn't want to move?
Budging.
But watch this. Once I get that steam going, it's going to get in there and it's going to start melting anything that's on there. And I love this. The first time that you do your floor with your Wagner, you're going to be amazed at what comes off of it. Because even if it looks clean, you got to understand that all the other cleaners you used to use build up a film on there, okay? You got to get that off in order to clean the floor. Look at the beautiful job that did, and look at the difference in the color right there.
It's night and day.
Night and day difference. And that applies to any floor surface. And notice this is on wheels, so I can just kind of like push them out of the way or drag them behind me, and there's my 8-foot hose. Let's say you've got some shiny tile, or maybe you've got marble floors, okay? Watch this now. Or terrazzo, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love terrazzo. All right, take a look at this. I'm just going to pulse this as I go down here. I'm just giving it little squeezes because it's a steam on demand, right? But you could see the way it's just kind of moving its way along there, getting the dust off of there, getting the fingerprints off of there, you know, or footprints, I should say, paw prints, whatever's on there. Boom. Just like that, we're done. And look at the night and day difference there. Sometimes you get dust coming in, you get pollen, and in the sunlight, you're going to be amazed at how absolutely stunning this is going to look.
And what would we normally do? We have a special wood cleaner.
Oh, yeah.
Special marble.
Yep. And
you know, everything. You know, stainless cleaner, window cleaner, all of that. Lou, we are well over half the quantity that we brought in.
Oh, beautiful.
Hundreds already in just this presentation. 37 years, 34 years, we both said the same thing.
Yep.
I've never seen a steamer that has, and that's a good thing. You want the power.
You
that's
want
important.
the power on this. Well, and if you're working on wood, right, traditionally you just stay away from wood with water. But because this uses so little water, well, look at the way, I'm just going to, again, I just pulse it. Whenever I'm working on a wood surface like this, I just pulse it as I'm going down. I'm squeezing the trigger, letting go, squeezing the trigger, letting go. And it just puts a nice little film on there, and boom, it washes the whole thing off that quickly. I mean, that's the beauty of this, is that you can use it on any surface you want to. And by the way, the cloth that's on the end of this,
you just read my mind.
Totally reusable.
Washing.
Throw it in the washing machine and just move on.
Perfect. And there's even an attachment on here that you can have. I mean, what do you spend for a really decent closed steamer? Yeah. Right? Think about that. And we've sold thousands of those. Just a closed steamer.
Yeah, just to do that.
There's an attachment that you can have, make it your own individual closed steamer. So we just showed you right now in this steamer using no detergents whatsoever. We did windows, we did stainless, we did the dirtiest oven I've ever seen, hardwood floors, using the marble, and look, how... Same one, right?
Same one. And by the way, this one, you put 40 ounces of water in this, you get 40 minutes of cleaning time. Think about that for a second. 40 ounces of water, 40 minutes of cleaning time. Look at the way that that's just shooting right out. I could stand here all day and do that, and you would still get that same pressure.
That's great.
And again, that's because there's a stainless steel boiler inside of this. That's the big difference that you want to see. You want to look for that when you buy a steamer. Not to mention all the attachments to do everything. You know, and a lot of people ask me, can I use it outdoors? Absolutely. You want to use it on your car? You want to clean your patio furniture with this? Anything you want to do, this steamer is rugged and it's ready to go wherever you need to use it. Let's do the bathroom real quick, because that's one of the places where I hate to clean the most, but it needs to be cleaned the most, okay? So we're going to do 3 different things in this with just the Wagner. I'm not going to use separate products to do everything, okay? We're going to do the grout, and we're going to do the tile. We're going to do the fixture, because that's where all the soap usually falls if your shower caddy's up there and it builds up that film on it. And then we're going to do the inside of the tub on the porcelain, all with one tool. So I'm going to get up here, and I'm just going to start hitting this. Now, I'm using one of the included nylon brushes, and it's actually getting into the grout lines right here. So if there's any mildew in there, it's going to pull that all out of it, okay? So you can see that did a great job. Let's do the fixture right here. Now, these are tough because that soap is really hard to get off of there sometimes, but the Wagner will actually melt it. Like, just melts that soap so that you get a beautiful, clean finish again. And then the porcelain inside, especially if you got little kids and they're taking a bath every single night, you get that ring inside the tub. This is the easiest, best way to do this without chemicals, because, you know, the little ones are going to be going in here later. But also because you don't want to choke when you're in the bath bathroom. It's the smallest room in the house usually. Look at the job we did right there. Okay, so I'm going to start wiping at the tub and work my way up, all right? So here we go. There's that tub. Wow. Look at the gorgeous job that just did. Let's look at the fixture up here, okay? If we go up to the fixture, you're going to see right there that this stuff is absolutely pristine now. It looks like it's brand new again.
Sure
got all
does.
the soap off of it and everything. And then look at the tile. Even the grout lines we got on this, I can get right inside of those, deep down. Look at that. And it's just stunning, you know? And I didn't choke. It didn't take me a long time. There wasn't a lot of elbow grease involved with this. I mean, it's super, super easy to do.
And, you know, one thing you were saying, the fixture, even in, you know, around the outskirts of the fixture, how it gets that, you need something powerful enough to be able to clean through it. I'll take you through the configuration one more time. This is not where you're buying just the steamer. You are getting the steamer, but you're getting all of the accessories that are traditionally, a lot of times we call that like, well, if you want to get the clothing or if you want to get the wallpaper remover, you can buy all that separately. We took $60 off. This, and you can go online, do the comparison for this exact same steamer, Wagner. It's $160. Everything is all inclusive. Every tool that Lou is showing you, the attachments, so it becomes that instant floor, whether it's going to be for hardwoods or for your marble, all the attachments to get in those difficult areas, like the wallpaper attachment. There's a steamer for your clothes. Everything comes pre-measured. You'll know exactly how much to use. And what's it take, like 9 minutes to heat up or something crazy like that?
It's really, really fast to do it. And you know, the funny thing is, even as you're using it, it's going to keep making steam.
And 40 minutes of clean time.
Yeah, 40 minutes.
I mean, think of that. All right, 2/3 of our, I'm not surprised. This is a birthday spectacular. I mean, honestly, even $160, that is why it's the original quantity that we brought in and that we have been offering this. So very busy, close to now 6,000, Bill. I'm looking at Bill. What's your name?
Yeah.
Lou. I've only known Lou for 35 years.
Call me whatever you want. It's fine. I'm going to show you a cool little test I love to do here that shows you why you want the stainless steel boiler. This is about an inch-thick piece of ice right here, okay? Now, because we've got the pressure that's coming out of this, I want you to see how quickly this is going to blast its way through that block of ice. Do you see how fast I'm putting a hole in a 1-inch thick piece of ice? I mean, it really is crazy how fast this will do this. Now, could I do this with a regular handheld steamer? Eventually, yeah, it would make a hole. But the point is, because we've got this under pressure, because this is a stainless steel boiler inside, you're getting that pressure to just punch holes in this like it's nothing. That's the big difference you're going to get with your Wagner. Now, if you think about what that's going to let you do around your house, how it's going to clean every single surface. Look at that.
Whoa.
I mean, it's just amazing. Isn't it something? I mean, there's a lot of power. You know what I want to do for the last couple minutes? Let's go back down to the floor real quick.
Okay, absolutely.
Because to me, that's one of the biggest differences about this.
How about
is
your
when you
hubcaps?
do that
I don't
floor.
know why I just
you could
thought
do your
hubcaps.
hubcaps. You could do the windows on your car. You could literally
so
do.
dirty, and there's nothing I can do that ever gets rid of.
You could use this.
Yeah, 100%.
Because this would 100% do that. So let's go back to our luxury plank vinyl floor real quick. You can see that I've left half of that dirty. You know why I'm doing this? My OCD is just killing me right now. I can't leave this half done. So I'm going to come down here. Remember what I did earlier? I just pulse it when I'm working on floors because I don't want to put a ton of water on that floor. But you could see right there as I pulse it. And remember, it's steam on demand. So I'm just squeezing that trigger gently every single time, just going forward here. And there's a little residue at the end there. So what I'm going to do is when I get up to the top, just going to give it a quick little whoosh right off the edge, right that, just like that. Really, really simple to do. Okay, let's go back here to our beautiful marble floor, if you're lucky enough to have that. Again, pulsing, working my way down here. And you can see the way it's just taking that up there. That's one of my pet peeves, too, is we have a shiny tile in one part of our house. And when the sun hits it a certain way, I can see where my dog Maggie's been. I can see where my dog Lucy's been. I can see where I've been. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's one of my other pet peeves is when my feet stick to the floor. That's not going to happen with this. Because, see, most cleaning products use surfactants in them, okay? And when you put the surfactants in that, what's going to happen is it's going to start attracting more dirt over time. You know what I mean? And you want to get that off.
And it leaves a residue a lot.
It leaves a residue all over the floor. It just, and it feels sticky when you're walking around. And I don't like that. I feel like, if I got a nice floor, I want to enjoy it. So here we go. We're going to go down here and again, just pulsing as I finish the floors up, just like that. Now, the beautiful thing is this is the same one I used to clean the window. It's the same one I've been cleaning the bathroom with. I mean, you could clean every surface in your home very easily. I'm even going to clean the floor in the studio here because I made a mess over here.
It. Well, listen, Lou, I know we have about a minute or so, but if we can just go back to the windows, like any one of these jobs, you use it one time, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, this
it pays for itself. I'm
absolutely.
telling you.
And I said, if you had a cleaning business,
I love the window.
This is just worth its weight in gold, and it even comes with squeegee, everything, right? Like you don't have to go out
You get
and buy a
everything
special.
you need with this to clean every surface inside and out your home, Lynn.
We're close to 5,900 right
Beautiful.
now, and very, very busy. 5
the way I
flex
can do
payments goes up at midnight tonight. So it'll still be available on FlexPay, but right now it's $20 whenever your next billing statement is. That alone, I mean, all your windows, obviously the shower doors, your sliding glass windows, your regular windows. You know, you said about bringing it outside. Your screens, you know how you change out your screens.
Look at that. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, the job that this does. Well, and you've got that 8-foot hose on this, so I've got hose to reach everything, as high as I can go, as low as I can go with this. And when you look at the set that you're getting, one thing we haven't showed you yet, by the way, this is Ty Mabry's favorite attachment right here, is the wallpaper remover, because apparently he bought a house with wallpaper in every single room. So he was trying to do it manually. I'm like, brother, no, you need to get the Wagner, and now he's loving life because it's got the handle, and you're just peeling it off like this. I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
Makes it that much easier. Okay,
it does.
So many functions that we talked about. If you are just tuning in with us, this is one of our birthday spectaculars. We celebrate our birthday all throughout the entire month of July, and we chose certain brands, and this happened to be one. That's a customer favorite. I can't see that enough. Like, that's what you said. The power that's come out of this. Wow.
Look at that.
You're going to be thrilled. Absolutely thrilled. Thank you, my friend.
My pleasure, Lenny.
Always great having you. All righty. Well, you can shop all of our wonderful household helpers on hsn.com. And you know what? When we come back, more fabulous. This has been our holiday weekend spectacular, and we are not stopping. So I hope you can stay with us, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Cue the fireworks. It's HSN's July 4th celebration.